So as I've been selling stuff on Amazon for almost a whole year now, I can tell you it's very interesting seeing all the various ways that you can get a return on your investment, whether that's automotive, whether that's clothes, food, books, DVDs, etc. And of all the things that I've sold, there's kind of two methods that I have found that you can kind of focus on. And I'm not talking like wholesale retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. I'm talking more of finding an item that may take a little bit longer to sell, that has a very high profit versus something that doesn't take very long at all to sell to make a smaller profit, a very quick buy. So a quick purchase and sell, a quick resell, and a slow resell. And an example of a slow resell quite often is a book. Now there's some books. I have sold some books for almost $200. I mean, $199, literally $199. That I bought that book for $1. Other books that I've bought and sold for $50, DVDs I bought and sold for $109, all that I bought for $1 or less. And these DVDs, these books, I get some of these and I put them up for sale, and it may take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to sell, but I'm turning $1 into 200. Now, conversely, you can buy a shirt as an example. You can buy a pair of pants. I bought some leggings from Walmart for $9.99. I sold them for $25. And out of that, I got about $5 to $6, so about 60% return, 50 to 60% return on my investment. And it was a little bit faster. It was about 2 months to get my return. Now, opposite of that, I have some vitamin type things that I've bought that you can send in, that the moment they land at the warehouse, they're sold like that. And those things I was making like a 40, a 35% return on. And when you start considering how that money can compound, you have to weigh the difference between something that will sell long-term, mid-term, or short-term. And it seems to me, in my experience so far, the things that are very long-term, you have a big, potentially huge reward. The things that are mid-term, you have a decent return. And the things that are short-term, usually have a much lower return on those. Not always the case. Not always the case at all. But that's what I have found, kind of generally speaking. So I have found when I am low on funds, I go for the books and DVDs and CDs, because that allows me to get stuff that will fill in the gaps long term. Some of those books will sell immediately, some will sell long. For the stuff when I have a lot bigger money, then that's when I go for the mid-tier and the short-term tier. And I slowly build up to the short-term tier so I can just pump and get that cycle going. And that will then keep the machine moving to get that money going. But if at any point it slows down, it's like changing gears in a car. You just got to change it from a short term to a mid-term to a long term, and you adjust accordingly. And I love having some of that long term there always. It kind of gives me that flat line at the bottom. The mid-tier kind of bumps it up, and then it's that short term that really causes it to skyrocket. So hopefully that helps you.